Hey, what's up? It's Jared with State of Tech, and I have 5 reasons why you should not buy the iPhone 10. Now, I have one right here, so you could take that as you will, but I did go out and buy an iPhone 10, and I do actually like the phone. But there are reasons why you might want to either wait or maybe not get one at all, and we're going to talk about some of those things. I mean, I've been an Android user since the very beginning and an iPhone user since the very beginning. I've had typically 2 different phones all the time. I'm always jumping back and forth, and there's always been reasons, especially in the last few years, why I might choose one versus the other. But say you have an iPhone 7 or iPhone 7 Plus, and you're just not sure if you should make the jump to, an iPhone 10, because I think the iPhone 8 is a pointless device. But nonetheless, if you are wondering, hopefully this will help clear some things up for you. So let's talk about the first one, which I think is the most important, and that is price. Apple has definitely taken this opportunity to raise the price of their phones. It's been hard for them to do that with the previous versions of the iPhone because nothing has really changed with those phones that's that drastic. I mean, sure, they've made little improvements here and there, little features and things that have improved the overall experience, but the phone basically looks the same. If you put an iPhone 8 up against the original iPhone, the very first iPhone, they still have a very similar design and style to them. Sure, some things are changed, but they still kind of look the same. An iPhone is an iPhone is an iPhone. So price. Apple definitely took this opportunity to increase the price on the iPhone 10 because this is a different design. It's a different style. It's got, a few little performance tweaks, and new features that the iPhone 8 or even the iPhone 7 doesn't have. But it is a bit more expensive now. So you have to take that into consideration. Is the price increase worth the additional features that you're getting? And you might want to check out my other video where I argue the other side and give you 5 reasons why you should buy the iPhone 10. That will definitely, kind of maybe let you know whether those things are worth the extra money. So the second is both the notch at the top of the phone and app optimizations. Now, the notch doesn't really bother me too much at all. There's only been one instance, and it was just a bad app optimization. Now, for those of you that remember when the iPhone all of a sudden got taller, there were a lot of apps that showed up kind of letterboxed in the middle of the phone, and that was kind of annoying because there was all this screen real estate that we didn't get to utilize until the apps were updated. And the same thing is happening here on the iPhone 10. Apps are not optimized completely for the notch at the top, and so you've got some things being cut off or whatnot. And then you also have the swipe up bar at the bottom that takes you back to the home screen or into multitask mode. And even there's some text that goes along that. And so there's some app optimizations that need to be done. And that's happening pretty quick. It's happening faster than it did several years ago, but it still is kind of an annoyance, and it might be a reason why you would either wait or not buy an iPhone 10 at this time. The third is battery life. Now, the battery life is pretty good on this phone, but it's not as good as the battery life is going to be on a bigger phone like the iPhone 7 Plus or even the 6S Plus. Those phones are bigger. They've got a bigger battery. They just last longer. I mean, I remember with my iPhone 7 Plus, I could get that thing to last almost a couple of days. I mean, there were times where I would make it to the end of the second day with like 10 or 15% battery life left. And that's with decent usage on both days. Now, the iPhone 10, I've definitely been able to make it all day on the phone, but I don't think that I would be able to make it 2 whole days with the way that I use the phone. Now, that will definitely vary for you. And if you are a light user of your device, you might definitely be able to get 2 days of use out of it, but that just hasn't been the case for me. I know that my iPhone 7, even my iPhone 7 Plus or my iPhone 6S Plus, I could remember back being able to get longer battery life than I can out of the iPhone 10. Number 4 is audio quality. Now, the audio quality that comes out of this phone is pretty good, but it's not nearly as good as phones that have more room for speakers. Now, they have on all the iPhones basically have always had a speaker here and a speaker firing out of the bottom. And the audio quality's been okay, but there are a lot of phones these days that put out much better audio quality. You can check out our Pixel 2 review. I have the Pixel 2 XL. I did a review on that, and the audio quality definitely is way better on something like that. So if audio quality matters to you and you have some experience with the iPhone, maybe consider jumping ship and going over to Android, where they're definitely paying more attention to richer media consumption there by not sacrificing so much and giving you better speakers. So audio quality for sure. Number 5 is that the phone is almost all glass now. Of course, they did that with the iPhone 8 as well. They're adding wireless charging. The front and the back is total glass now. We've seen total glass iPhones in the past, but they got away from that for a little while. And, at least half of the phone being, or a majority of the back of the phone being aluminum or some sort of metal definitely makes me feel a little bit better. I put a case on my phone because I'm afraid of dropping it and having it hit a corner and shattering the glass. I always put a case on my phone, even when it was aluminum. So really, what's the difference between having glass back and aluminum back? But there are a lot of you out there that don't like to use cases. You like the phone to just be the phone without cases on them. And definitely having glass on the front and the back is going to pose a problem, not only for fingerprints and all that stuff, but as the phone may get dropped, it's definitely going to be more susceptible to shattering. And so the phone definitely is not as strong in that respect because of the weaker points in the glass. Aluminum dents, it doesn't necessarily shatter. Of course, aluminum can bend as well, where maybe a glass phone might have a little bit more give, but nonetheless, glass can be an issue. And if it is, I wish that the phone, I would trade out wireless charging for an all aluminum back option on the iPhone 10, because wireless charging, I've had it for a long time with my Android devices, and to be honest, I just don't really use it that much. Maybe that would change. Maybe that will change, but right now, not that big of a deal. So glass on the back, it might be a deal breaker. Anyways, so that's going to do it for the 5 reasons why you might not or choose to pick up an iPhone 10. I mean, it's a nice phone, but is it worth all that money? Let you decide that. You can also check out the 5 reasons why you might want to pick one up. And then, if you're not sure and you're thinking, maybe Android's a thing, I have some reasons why you might actually check out a Pixel 2 over an iPhone 10 as well. So make sure to check that out. Click on that subscribe button if you like this video. Make sure to click that thumbs up, or even ask any questions that you have down in the comment section below. I'd love to do my best to answer those questions for you. So thanks so much for checking out our video today, and we hope to see you back here soon. Take care.